if you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you guys are interested in a personal session, check out my website, readingswithbreanne.com. Let's dive into the topic for today. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic wherever you are on this journey. We're going to be doing a bit of a quick draw today on a viewer's request here. I've had a couple people curious about pulling some cards on the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan. So we're going to be looking into that today for you guys. Now, again, I just pulled up an article here and it looks like the London Mayor here, it says Sadiq Khan seeks an historic third term as a city mayor. Now, there's been quite a few, from what I can see, people that aren't very supportive of him. It feels like there's a sense of a lot of like crime, from transportation issues to, again, also the cost of living. And London and the UK in general, my friends, it feels like 2025 is going to be a rough year for them, okay? This is a recalibration, but I always do like to kind of incorporate a little bit of Chinese astrology. And when we look at when the UK itself was founded, it was founded in the year of a pig, and we are in the year of the snake. And guess what, friends, that is the enemy year, so we can expect quite a few hiccups just on an astrological alignment when we're looking at the UK and London as well here for 2025. So it's going to be a big overhaul, and it's interesting. I did pull a couple cards here, but before I even pulled anything, what I was hearing when I was looking at the energy of the London Mayor was money over morals. That is the term that came to my head. So we're going to kind of dive in here and see what's going on. But I have to say, when I pulled the cards, he is coming up as the Five of Swords, you guys. So this is absolutely his energy being kind of caught in the expense of winning at all costs here. And it's a tough energy. It absolutely is. It feels some more tarot. I mean, I think a lot of people are curious though, is he going to be maybe serving his full term, or is he going to be exited out here early? We still do have the star at the end of it, which shows a period of healing, a period of renewal after a lot of corrupt energy. So let's dive right in here and see kind of if we can do a little bit more of a deep dive on the momentum of the London Mayor. All right, lovely souls. So let's dive into the potential of, let's say, Sadiq Khan. Is he going to be leaving soon? What predictions? Ooh, we got the fault line. What can you tell us, Spirit, when it comes to the Mayor of London moving forward? The vow and the fault line. So things are really starting to fall between the cracks is what it looks like. I'm going to get another oracle here. Let's pull a couple more cards here and see if we can get a little bit more energy behind the tarot that we're going to pull. But I'm kind of curious, Spirit, what can you share with us for our highest good? For everyone tuning in today, what is the momentum of the London Mayor? Let's say his current energy moving forward. Is he going to be around for much longer? The cult. Let's get one more. The landlord. Oh boy. Here, let's turn this down. All right, back of the deck too is kind of this energy of him being squashed. So squashed, and underneath that is also browsing history. So I wonder if there is some kind of a crack in the field here where somebody releases some kind of information. It's like a leak happening. Let's see what we have with the tarot, and we'll kind of connect it more to the oracles. But with this vow, it does feel like he's not going to easily just say, yeah, I resign. It feels like he's going to do what he can to hold his place. But I don't think it's going to result in him staying around for the long term here. The election was just just May of, was it May? I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it was just last year. And how long do they usually hold term in London? I want to say 4 years. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I'm always not completely on top of it, guys, with the politics. So if he was just elected last year, then he still has quite a few years ahead of him here. So is he going to be around for a full term? Let's see what we have. Spirit, what can you share about the London mayor? I gotta say, it's not, see, you guys, this was the card that came up as him last time. And there he is again. I don't like his energy. You have to let me know if you guys are for or against him, but I don't like his energy. There's a Queen of Wands. These are the, okay, I did shuffle these, you guys, and these are the exact same cards that came out the first time. Interesting. The Sun. See, did I not say there's some kind of, this is in the present energy. So we have that fault line that is, something is ready to be illuminated when it comes to the London mayor. Definitely part of some part of scandal here is what it looks like. Magician, manipulation, Three of Swords, and then we have the energy of Two of Pentacles. So is it his misuse or the abuse of money, of where it is he's investing money? Because underneath that too, we still have that Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles with being in the cold. So it's like he says one thing but does a completely different thing is what it feels like. So again, if we kind of dissect this a little bit more, absolutely, this is the exact same card that came out in his energy, Five of Swords. This is that money over morals. So he, from what I can say, of course, this is all alleged. I'm just reading the energy of the cards, but from what I can say, there's a sense of him using whatever means necessary to win. So winning at all costs, again, money over morals is a big statement that came out when I was looking into his energies. He's potentially using, let's say this is a card also of questionable ethics, okay, in terms of using his power at other people's expense here. So I do think though, with that Sun and the fact that we have the fault line, like I said, a lot of these corrupt puppets and individuals and elites and cabals are being taken down. 2025 is a big year for that. So there is a lot of the thing that's happening as well is exposures on what these corrupt individuals are doing. So I do feel like, you know, maybe he potentially got in because again, he's saying he's going to do one thing, but then does the complete opposite. He's definitely working with this energy, you guys. I have to say, the fact that we have the Five of Swords, he's definitely working with this energy. Not great. And I mean, I believe, I didn't do a ton of research on this, but the crime rates and the amount of, let's say, violence out in London right now has really risen since he's been around as well. So with that being said, the Sun is all about the truth will be revealed. Is it going to be revealed in a public event? It's a possibility with this energy, but this could be an actual outburst of some kind of a scandal that comes out with him involved. So definitely exposure. I would say that the media, this does feel like something that a scandal that will involve him and will be more publicly viewed than, let's say, behind the scenes from what I can see right now. So, I mean, the fault line is really showing something's cracking here. So things are beginning to shift, you guys. This could indicate actual, you know, earthquakes as well. I mean, we are looking into the energy specifically of the London mayor, but as I kind of have my labradorite ball as well, I do see a lot of cracks, and that could actually result into an earthquake happening in London. So I may pull, I know that's slightly off topic, but I may pull a couple cards on that because I'm really curious. It seems to be something that's coming up a little bit in the crystal ball. So we will look into that. But again, when we look at the situation, the Queen of Wands, I don't know if this is a female that is kind of potentially maybe taking his place in the future, but it could also just represent his image he is portraying to the people, because it feels like there is a sense of charisma and charm and influence and boldness, but it's really not something that people are believing anymore. Okay, I feel like he got away with things for a long time, and he's not able to continue to get away with those things for much longer. Now, the outcome does show the Three of Swords with the Strength and the Magician, so it feels like he is getting pushed out. I don't know if this is him personally, let's say, stepping down. I'm going to pull that specific question because I do feel like he will not serve his entire term. That being said, I don't feel like this is an immediate stepping down or getting pushed out. So let's ask the cards on that specific question and see what comes up for that. So let's see, Spirit, can you confirm the energies of what's the potential or possibility of the London mayor being removed from his term before the 4-year period? We have the Nectar and the Ocean. With the Storm on the back of the deck, it's like something's brewing up in the background that is going to bring about something abundant. And the fact that we had that Three of Swords really just, to me, seems like this is some kind of a betrayal, or it's a fall from grace, right? It's something that feels like the public is going to go against really what he's standing for, because I feel like he's not doing what he initially is, let's say, promising, is what I keep feeling. I mean, I don't get there. So you guys will have to let me know your feedback and thoughts on him. For those of you lovely souls that do live out in London or are familiar with this mayor. But let's see, I would like some specific guidance and energy report, Spirit. What do you have for the people watching when it comes to the current mayor potentially leaving his position before his term? Is that something that is happening? What's the momentum of that? There's that queen again in the... You guys, there's that queen there. It's a different queen, but there's yet another female energy in the situation. I think there could be a female that is taking his place when it does happen. I feel like it's actually something that is happening behind the scenes now. Yeah, look at that. Money, 10 of Pentacles. He's moving away. Okay, this is what I was getting. There's some kind of, I feel like, scandal or something related to money. Back of the deck is, I mean, that doesn't surprise you. I mean, it's politicians, right? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Got a runaway crystal. Okay, so when we're looking at this, I do think that there is something coming out. It may be pretty soon here, because it's almost like something behind the scenes. We've got the Storm right in the center. Something is brewing, coming out, but then there is a transition where there is another female that that is taking his place. That's what I get, you guys. So I don't see him playing out his full term here, but at the same time, I don't necessarily know if I see him leaving like in the next month here. It may be a little bit longer, but I don't think he's going to be the mayor until what, 2028, let's say. Okay, so when I see this Queen of Swords, I almost, you know what I'm getting right now, you guys? It feels like a sense of him actually being audited, or there's some kind of audit going on, and maybe it's this female, because this is somebody that is no nonsense. This is cutting to the chase. This is clarity. This is on the quest for truth. And there's some kind of like dodgy deal here because, you know, look at this landlord. We have the landlord, we have that cult energy. He's done some kind of shady deal here, Four of Cups, and it's to do with money. It's like money was supposed to go somewhere, but it's not where he said it was supposed to be invested in, if that makes sense. So if we also look at it as the Ten of Pentacles, this is his legacy. This is him serving, what, three terms or something of that matter. And guess what? He's being ushered out here. I don't see him staying around for his full term, but I have to say I don't have a specific date on when he is going to be taken down. But what I gotta say is there's definitely some shady stuff going on here, and this is him transitioning and moving away from his role. So that's what I have there. My, energy report and prediction is no, I don't see the current mayor, Sadiq Khan, staying for his full term. Currently, I don't know if I see when this is going to happen, but he's not going to stay for his full term. Okay. I'm sticking to that with this energy here. So with that being said, I also just wanted to pull a couple cards on the energy of that fault line that I see in spirit. Can you confirm, are there any earthquakes happening in London over the next couple months that we need to be concerned about? Is there anything in London, any other messages that we have when it comes to London? I had a pretty incredible reading when I was doing my UK one. I seen an explosion, and when I seen it, I wasn't too sure if it was symbolic or if it was an actual explosion. In the crystal ball, I did see it as an explosion, and the day after I posted that, it sounded like a bunch of people were commenting on the video and saying that there was an explosion at the Heathrow airport. We're at the airport there in London, so that was quite interesting. So thank you guys for all your comments and keeping me up to date. I'm sending you guys all so much love through these chaotic times. So stay safe, everyone. Let's see just a few cards, Spirit, on any potential earthquakes or big events happening in London specifically. The Sun. I think there's exposures. That Queen of Wands keeps coming out for you guys. Is there a woman, a fiery woman? Ooh, Chariot. All right, so I gotta say, I'm not seeing anything here to indicate an earthquake. However, I am seeing a lot here about clarity and exposure. I'm actually going to take a moment and just see what I can get from the labradorite ball here and see if we can get any additional messages, because there's something significant about, I feel like, this female. So I want to dive into it a little bit more. Okay, so what's interesting is when I looked at this Queen of Wands, I was wondering if it was to do with some kind of a political figure or maybe a political female coming in and taking the place of the current mayor. And I'm not saying that's not a possibility. It absolutely is. But what I'm getting with what we pulled here is not necessarily much to do with a massive earthquake or anything of that matter, but I'm seeing in the crystal ball a woman. She's a woman coming out, and there is she's a journalist. I feel like this is a journalist and very fiery, very well-spoken, outspoken, and it could be like even like maybe a media personality or some kind of a journalist energy who is getting to the truth, exposing. Look at this, the Sun and the Ace of Swords with the Chariot and some kind of business deal that is corrupt here. We have Two of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. So something that has been going on for a very long time, relating to, it feels like, potentially money, and maybe even hidden policies with this energy, hidden policies or political moves as well. So this is exposure, a female exposing something. Could be a whistleblower, but I feel like kind of a journalist energy. And it feels like this woman is going to bring a lot of light into dark places when it comes to London and some things that have been going on behind the scenes. So very interesting. This is definitely somebody that will listen to her. I feel like there's a major story and a break in that to kind of cut through lies and speak boldly. Absolutely. Wow. All right. Interesting. So that's kind of what I have for you guys. I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit short and sweet for today. I mean, let me know if you guys have any more questions or anything of that matter. I'm always open to pulling on different topics for you guys, but that's the overall energy of what I was getting for the momentum moving forward. Again, to recap, I don't see the London mayor sticking around for his full term, but there is a possibility he may be around for a bit longer with what we've pulled, but ultimately there is exposures and some kind of a scandal I feel like he's getting caught in. And when we also look at that Five of Swords, that is a sense of crime. And I think that is a really important and big topic that's happening in London as well. And it feels like he has really maybe made a lot of promises to kind of work on cutting back or working on the whole crime and that situation happening in London. And unfortunately, it feels like he's not delivering. He keeps undelivering his promises, and that's kind of a bit of a problem. So that's what I have for you guys. And that being said, I don't see him around for an extremely long time, but you'll have to let me know what you guys think, questions and all of that. I love to hear from you guys, so lots of love, and until next time, bye for now.